Welcome everybody. My name is Devontae Cager, and this is the very first episode of Cager's Corner. As you can see, it does look like I'm in the corner, but we're going to get some improvements over here soon. First and foremost, I did want to thank everybody for being able to take a look at this podcast, the very first episode. I've been thinking about creating it over the last couple of months. Just haven't had the time to stop in to really do it, but hey, tonight's the night. This podcast, what you can expect breakdowns of a game from a fan perspective. Yeah, I played growing up, but I mean, at this level is past everything that I could have done or people that I grew up with could have done. So again, you'll get everything from me from a fan perspective. Funny moments, real moments. At the end of the day, everything in my opinion will be honest, at least from my point of view. So yeah, we'll get a breakdown on there. I love talking sports in general, so we'll be talking about football and basketball mainly. Maybe here and there I do pop into baseball, but mainly football and basketball podcast, which I think you guys gonna like. And I'm about to love being able to record and show some of my knowledge on the game, as well as funny takes and, again, real takes at the end of the day. There were a lot of games today. The NBA was live. Again, football, we had an NFL game today, Dolphins versus Pittsburgh. I really don't want to get into that too much, but we'll pop into that just a tad bit. Again, I had a chance to take a look at the Pistons and Celtics game to start off. Cade Cunningham, if nobody wants to say it, I'll be the first one to say it. Cade Cunningham is a superstar. Not a star, not an all-star. He's a superstar. And we'll get into a little bit more about that as we go on. We watched the Raptors game versus the Heat. I'm just not sold on the Heat, to be completely honest. I think Bam should put up a lot more shots than what he's been putting up. I don't know. I feel like all that Heat culture talk, that's out the door. I'm not really buying what they got going on. But as for the Raptors, I'm liking it. And when RJ Barrett gets back from his injury, I think they're going to be a real tough team and a sleeper team at the end of the day. So watch out, everybody in the Eastern Conference, because the Raptors, they got some dogs over there. The Mavericks played tonight against the Jazz. They did go to overtime. Mavericks. I'm actually not really a Mavericks fan. I'm a Kyrie Irving fan. So you know how Bron fans, wherever Bron go, they go. Noted. Wherever Kyrie Irving goes, I'm there with him. So I don't care when he was in Cleveland, I'm there. When he left Cleveland, go to Boston, I'm there. When he went to the Nets, I'm there. When he over here and Matt with the Mavs, I'm there. I'm just praying he gets back, comes back healthy, and can find his way playing this season. To be honest, the way things are looking, I would just sit him out the rest of the season and look forward to next year. Yeah, Mavs are a sad story, man. A real sad story. Cooper Flag, though, he went crazy tonight. Put up a 42 bucket. And man, rookie of the year, he's showing something. So Cooper Flag, all praise to you, brother. Keep it up. Another game that popped up, we had Rockets versus the Nuggets. I was a big believer. I still am a big believer in the Rockets. I think that the loss of Fred VanVleet really did hurt them. I do love the way Amen Thompson is coming along, but he just can't shoot, man, and he can't stretch the floor. As athletic as he is, him not being able to shoot puts a damper on his team, and it's hard. And even like we saw in the first game of the season, but even times during this game and even the last couple of games, when you get to crunch moments, Sengun can't be everything for you. You brought KD over to this team to show what he can do in those type of moments. Instant bucket. And it seems that this team cannot get KD the ball when he needs it, and the most opportune times, they just don't do it. So yeah, I'm not buying the Rockets anymore until they get Fred VanVleet back, or they go the route of picking up a legit point guard. It's curtains for them. I see them getting tossed out in the second round. Depending who they play, they might get tossed out in the first round. Completely honest. Again, another game that popped up: Grizzlies versus the Clippers. The Clippers are shit. I'm just gonna say it now. Kawhi Leonard needs to retire. James Harden, although he's one of the all-time greatest scorers that ever played the game, I do not like his game. And it sounds like a bunch of hate, but at the end of the day, James Harden is curtains. Career's up. Kawhi Leonard, career's up. Bradley Beal, don't even come back. Career's up too. You might as well just go sit back. And St. Louis, you go. As for the Grizzlies, I personally think, although they won tonight, Ja Morant, he is a special talent, and by special talent, I'm gonna go the route of saying he's super athletic. Ja just don't look scary anymore, man. Like he's playing, he seems like and he looks like a regular dude out there, and it's pretty sad to be completely honest, because about 3-4 years ago we were talking about, hey, Ja might be the best point guard in the league in a couple of years. This is about to be his league. Yeah, I get it. He went through a bunch of stuff off the court, but at the end of the day, on the court, things just not cutting it. And I don't know what's going on with him now that he's back on the court, but he just don't look the same at the end of the day. I don't know if he needs to leave Memphis and get a fresh start, but yeah, man, the way he's been playing, that's not superstar style. So, Ja, I'm praying you pick it back up, man, because whatever's going on with you, it ain't it. But I want to get back to the Detroit Pistons game against the Celtics. I think, first and foremost, I think Jaylen Brown has been going completely crazy this year. And even with that being said, the Celtics are a first-round exit if they make the playoff. They're a first-round exit in no matter what, I think. Jaylen Brown, again, I think he's a stud. I don't like the way that Derek White plays on this team. I don't like, in considering we've only seen him on the Spurs before this team, I don't like the way he plays currently, as the team is currently constructed. It seems, again, even before JT went down, they shot a bunch of threes and they live and die on three-point shots. Derek White is shooting the ball like he's Jason Tatum or he's Jaylen Brown. And I get it. One man down, another man picks up, and obviously being a starter, he gets a lot more shots in his hand. But I think you need to go back to being more that swing player and be more of a glue guy for the team. And because just jacking up threes at any old given point, that ain't it, champ. Moving on from the Celtics, Pistons, Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is a stud. That dude's a dog. I think he needs some more help out with Detroit. Giving up or not bringing back Malik Beasley really did hurt them. I get it. You got Duncan Robinson playing the shooting guard. But if he's only putting up 4 shots a game, and I guess 3 of the 4 shots are three-pointers, I mean, at least he's putting up threes, but he needs to be putting up a lot more shots to keep defenses honest on them. So, again, everyone else can be able to get open. Obviously, Cade's going to get his buckets, whether it's efficient or not. Cade's going to put up his buckets. He's going to get his buckets. But as for everybody else, yeah, man, they got some work to do. Because if something were to happen to Cade, and I'm sure we can say that with any team in the league, if their best player goes down, the team is going to shit. But if something were to happen to Cade or he has an off night, this team doesn't win and they won't win. So, yeah, I'm hoping Jaden Ivey comes back into who we thought he might be able to be when he got drafted. And, yeah, be that extra bucket getter because no more Malik Beasley. So now they got to figure out who else is going to be the scorer on the team. And Isaiah Stewart, I was watching that a little bit tonight as well. He was getting down. I like Isaiah Stewart. Jalen Duren is my guy to still start, but Isaiah Stewart coming off the bench, playing that forward/center spot. He's an enforcer, man. He's something like a Draymond Green besides the facilitating. But yeah, I think the Pistons could be a very scary team, considering again they don't have more pieces to help out Cade Cunningham. Yeah, that's the downfall. I can see them winning a round or two, but yeah, no real threat in the East. I mean, I guess the East is kind of weak, so they could be a threat, but I don't see them making a championship, to be quite frank with you. And then I want to go back to a few games from a couple of days ago during the NBA Cup. We watched the Spurs and OKC play. And man, what I tell you, the Spurs might be the OKC's kryptonite. Again, OKC, former NBA champs, and this year starting off 24-1. I think since they just lost against the Spurs. I mean, most of those wins came without having J-Dub, which is their second best player in the lineup. And again, they plugging and playing and getting down. Cason Wallace has been showing me he's a lockdown defender, and he's a ball hog, just like against Dort. Both of them are Dort, Cason Wallace, and Alex Caruso, all on the same team is a cheat code, to be completely honest. instant lockdowns. If you ever played 2K, 99 still, 99 perimeter. That's what those players are. And you got Shea, a man of it, man. He doing his thing. He a foul merchant, what everybody say, but he does his thing. He knows when to draw fouls. He knows when people are making stupid moves or falling on his back. Guess what? Boom. I was take a step back and put up the shot. And he does it. And he does it so well. The refs are continuously going to call that call and give him that call every single time. But before I get to that point, I think they are head and shoulders above every other team in the league besides the Spurs. And I say that because if the Spurs have Wembanyama healthy and they're not playing hot potato, keeping the ball away from Wemby, the Spurs might be the best team in the West. Besides, obviously, OKC taking this huge jump. But I think they have OKC's number if their Spurs have Wemby healthy and if De'Aaron Fox is playing. Before this, when the season first started and De'Aaron was coming back from his injury, it seemed like the Spurs will always play and not give Wemby the ball in certain spots. And it forces him to go the route of once he gets the ball, he tries to shoot up a deep three because he can do it or whatever the case may be, rather than getting the easy bucket. He's 7'6", 7'5", 7'6". De'Aaron Fox has noticed that immediately. As soon as he gets to the drop spot, boom, lob up. No one else can get up there with him. There's no reason for Wemby to be playing the three-point line all day. If he's playing in that area, I mean, obviously he can do it, so it's a mismatch. But if he's playing his best basketball in that mid-range area on that short block, boom, those lobs all day, he's dunking on every single person. So I think when De'Aaron Fox being healthy, Wemby being healthy, and Stephon Castle coming into his own like he has been this season so far, it's curtains, man. It's curtains. I think the Spurs, again, if Wemby is healthy, I have the Spurs being my sleeper to take out OKC, and they might be going to the championship. I think matchups, though, I think if OKC will lose to the Spurs, but I think the Spurs will ultimately lose to Houston. And then Houston, I don't think they can beat Denver. So again, when playoff time comes, and I know we're a ways away from playoffs, but I just think that if those certain matchups happen, yeah, the teams that we're thinking is going to make it, they're not making it nowhere. And okay, I want to move on a little forward to that same day. I had a chance to watch the Lakers in Phoenix, and this topic right here isn't really about that Phoenix game because Bron seemed to fit in a lot more or be more aggressive during that game. But since LeBron has gotten back from his injury, and y'all let me know if I'm tweaking. Hear me out, please. Hear me out. If I'm tweaking on this, please say something. Bron does not look comfortable in his new role. It seems that he's being, all right, I'm just going to say it. Yeah, LeBron looking like a corner nigga right about now, all right? Y'all ever play, okay, if you don't know what a corner nigga is, you ever play 2K and your point guard is, or whoever got the ball, dribbling the air out the ball and they dribbling all day and dish you the ball when it's like 2 seconds left on the clock, and then you're forced to shoot up a grenade? If you understand what that is, guess what? That's who you are. Guess what? You are officially a corner nigga. You don't want to be that. And I don't want to see Bron being a corner nigga, not going out on his last legs. Like, he's starting to get injured a little more here and there, so you could already tell this might be it. And if it's not this year, it's definitely next year. But yeah, man, we do not want to see Bron being a corner nigga, not on his way out. They already played Melo going out. They trying to play Russ, and yeah, Bron can't do it. We ain't trying to hear that, and not gonna happen. Oh, and they just played CP, so yeah, man, we ain't trying to see all that. So Bron, if you ever see something or see somebody bring this up to you, please understand where we're coming from. We do not want to see you be a corner nigga. If you gotta leave early, leave early. All right? If you gotta leave early, leave early. It's all right. But yeah, that's really my breakdown for today. I really want to just get this episode out and kind of lay the groundwork and foundation for what's to come. I got a few segments that I will be popping up as for this very next episode. I didn't really dive into this segment today, but I'm telling you now, Fraud Watch will be America's #1 segment coming soon. Fraud Watch. Keep your eyes on that. And Fraud Watch, it's not about me calling a player trash. If I have to call you trash, I will call you trash. but it's not about me calling the player trash. It's more of a, okay, these are the expectations for this team or this player, and they not living up to it. I got one for you. Prime example. I'd say I didn't want to talk about it today, but I'm gonna talk about it. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Miami Dolphins. You know, I'm gonna dive more deeper into this the next episode. But Tua, if you see this Tua, you are on fraud watch. My brother, you are on fraud watch. Tua, that's what it is. If you need to know what a fraud watch is the Dolphins and Tua Tagovailoa. I think that's how you say his name. Immediately. But again, I want to thank everybody for being able to stop in and take a look at this episode. If you can, hit that like and subscribe if you want more content like this. I will be posting quite often. Again, I will try to post about 3 to 4 times a week after the NBA games and NFL games, and then we can break down what we just seen, and we can build this thing together, man. But again, here's Cage's Corner, first episode. It's going to be the same area, same corner, and we out. Thanks.